Everybody, welcome back to my channel. It is me, Jasmine Janice. If this is your first time coming to my channel, thanks for supporting me. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel so you know anytime that I'm uploading, hit that notification bell. And if this is not your first time, thanks for coming back. It is time again for a really late but kind of sooner than usual video. If you want to see me do this cut crease that I did using only the new Jackie Aina palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills collab. Just make sure you stay tuned, and like I said, like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and share it and tell your friends. So first, I'm gonna take my Revlon and my Born This Way and my Maybelline 24-hour, all my foundations, and I'm going to mix them together, and they're going to blend super well together. I did this the other night, and it looked really good no matter what light I was in, and it blended really well. So I'm going to just do this from now on until I find one that's perfect. But these three together were just made my skin look really seamless and easy. So I liked it a lot. So I'm just going to blend that down with the Beauty Blender. And then after that, I'm going to take my 3 concealers. And I'm going to take my Born This Way concealer, my Tarte Creaseless concealer, and I'm going to take my Shape Tape concealer. And I'm going to mix all of those together. And I'm going to do my concealer that way. But I'm going to let it sit for a while. So after this, I'm going to put a little of my... Nope, there it is. Concealer on my eyelids. I'm going to blend that down, and then I'm going to do my eyes and let all this concealer set first, and then I'm going to blend it down because it's just easier that way. But there's my Shape Tape and then my creaseless concealer right there. Definitely need that under the eyes. So yeah, and I put it around my mouth also because I get laugh lines. So I blended this down. You can see how smooth it is. I just love how this looks. Like when I get here, I kind of just want to leave it, but it kind of looks crazy. I'm going to take my Fit Me in the, I can't remember what shade this is. I want to say it's medium though. And I'm going to just set my eyelids. I had plans. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I had plans and I wanted to make it look nice. So whatever I was doing was going to stay. But it made my eyelids look really smooth and nice, even though I have big creases that I just can't stand. So I'm going to blend that down, letting this concealer still sit. And I'm going to do one eye for this, and then I'm going to finish the other off camera, and then I'm going to give you the finished look. So it shouldn't be that long because I'm just going to do one eye that I'm actually going to do step by step, and I sped it up anyway, so it shouldn't take forever. So I'm going to take first the shade Credit. It's going to be this dark brown looking shade, but it's actually kind of purple. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to pack that into my crease and blend that down to my eyelid also. But this is the first shade I'm going to take. And it goes on really easy. I'm using a new technique of how I'm blending my shades. I try not to wipe as much, and I'm just like dabbing it on there. And I get way more color with less fallout that way. For me, I mean, I'm still going to blend how I usually do it, but it's going to be better. Next, I take that shade that I just showed. It's called Edges. And I'm going to take that and I'm just going to try to blend out the edge of that Credit and make it look real nice and smooth. And I'm just going to go back and forth with those for a little bit. And blending is pretty much just whatever you see fit. I'm going to turn down my ring light so you can see it a little bit better. Not too much. Anytime I actually go to edit, it like just cuts off a lot of my forehead. So I try to move in a little closer, and so you can see the color a little better. But that's just edges that I'm taking. I took a clean brush also in blending them, and I'm just going to go keep going back and forth. And later on, I'm going to add another color just to give it a little more pop. But I liked how it blended That way I'm going to take a little more edges and just really smooth it out. And then after that, I'm going to take the color Big Wig, that purple color right there, and I'm going to go back into my crease and give it a little more color because I didn't want to look too dark. And like I said, I still didn't know what I wanted for my lip color, but I didn't really want this to be a really dark look. So I thought of doing something real cute and cutting the crease a way I saw on Instagram. And it was a lot harder than the girl made it look, but I figured it out eventually. But I'm going to pretty much do this part off camera. I just wanted to show you that I take my makeup remover and a Q-tip. And I just want to do this really carefully because I did a lot to blend these. And I know I wanted to get rid of most of it, but I still want it to look clean. And that's a wipe. That's a makeup wipe that I also have. And I didn't want to do too much because I already have foundation on. Next time I would do this, I would probably do this without anything else on. Just put my brows and my eyeshadow and then do my face. Because later on, you see I have to blend out my concealer because it had been sitting for a little minute. But it's going to blend a lot better that you let it sit. I usually get really impatient and I do this in a rush. But this time, I mean, I didn't have anywhere to go. I was just filming, so it actually looked really nice. You can see on that side where before I did anything on my other eye, it looks really smooth and really, really nice. I liked it a lot. But I already cut that crease on my other side. You can't tell because I got rid of all my concealer and everything. But I'm going to go back and put more concealer for my actual eyelid space. I got foundation on my braces when I was doing that, and that's why I made that face. But I'm just going to blend this all down and smooth it out. You see it's blending a lot better, a lot faster too. And I don't have to do it as much. But I'm still going to go back and clean this up. Because sometimes I don't like my concealer to look that much lighter than my foundation, especially if I'm just chilling. But I'm going to take my White Blanca by NYX liner. And I had to get the mirror. I know you can't see, but trust me, I needed all the focus in the world to do this. I had never done this before. And the last time I tried to do this, it turned out horribly. So I was really proud of how it looked as fast as I was doing it. And I just really wanted to smooth it out. But that's why I wanted to blend so well, because I knew I was doing this. So yeah, look at that. That looked really good. I was really happy, and I let it dry because, like I said, you look up, you're going to mess it up, and it's going to go into your shades that you already blended. So I let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go back and put some concealer on for my eyeshadow that I'm going to actually use on my lid. And I just wanted to be really careful not to get on that white that I just put on there. But I want it close because I want it to look very intentional. But yes, this was a lot harder than what I'm making it look like. And this is my side that I'm usually really good doing my eyebrow and stuff like that. So I did that side to actually film, and I'm going to do my bad side off camera. But I just wanted to clean that up. And then I'm going to take the shade Dwallas, because it's DWOLLAAHS. So it's Dwallas. And I'm going to take that over my concealer shade. I went with my finger first because it just was easier to pack on, and then I went with the brush to get really close to the white. Like I said, I'm going to clean it up again a few times just because I really want it to stand out and just look really clean. So I did that, and I'm actually going to add black eyeliner off camera, and then you guys are going to be able to see what it looks like when I did my other eye, and then I'm going to finish the rest of my face. So there we are. I just put mascara on and stuff, and I'm doing my contour. What I usually use, my Black Radiance, medium to dark, and I'm using the contour shade in that. And I actually use my fingers to do my nose. But yeah, and then I'm just going to wipe it away, blend it nice. I use my Fit Me in the shade Truffle, and I'm just going to blend that all together. I use all my powders really, I pack them on all at once, and then I set it with my all-nighter from Urban Decay setting spray. I'm going to do it one more time. Oh, I had a stain on my shirt. My button was coming out. It's crazy. But I did it one more time, and I'm going to take my beauty blender and really like push it in there to make sure it's set. I just took my mirror to get really close so I can see it really well. But yeah, if you wanted to get that skin-like consistency and look really smooth, yeah, you want to do your setting spray and then do the beauty blender. Now I'm going to take some bronzer, warm it up a little bit. I use quite a bit of powder, but I didn't want it to look cakey, so that's why I do my setting spray in the middle. And then my blush that I'm taking for e.l.f. And then I felt like it was too bright, so I just took my little bit of my face powder. And I'm going to take Soleil that was on the top and Zam, and I'm going to use those as my highlighters. Because like I said, I used this whole palette, and it looked really good. Even though I took a really big brush to do it, it looked really good, but subtle. And if I wanted to add a little more, I could. I used it on my brow bone for that little highlight. And then I'm going to take Trust Issues. It looks white, but it's actually, that's why it's named Trust Issues. It came out really gold in my inner crease, like really gold. And I put a little in my highlight and top lip. And that is the finishing look. I'm going to take my scarf off. Excuse them edges, girl. Like, it was not the day for that. I just wanted to make sure I didn't get too much foundation in my hair. But yeah, this is the final look. And I was really happy with how it looked. Really proud of myself. I'll probably do something like this again. Probably do something a little more colorful, but I just wanted to clean it up. Make sure it got all the way to my hairline. For, you know, pictures and whatnot. Make sure it was blended down and get a little glitter off my cheek. But yeah, honey, I was really happy with this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and all that. And I hope you guys like this as much as I like it, because I worked really hard, struggled a little bit, and I had never done this well, but I was really proud of it. So yeah. Okay, so here is the final look. I turned off my ring light so you can get the daylight. So yeah, if you like this video, make sure you like the video and subscribe and hit the notification button so you know when I am filming